If you love reading, then an e-reader might just be the best gadget you don't own yet. But what should you actually pay attention to when you're buying one? There are a lot of different types out there, and they really do differ in quite a few ways. I'm Lola, and in this video I'll explain what to look out for when choosing an e-reader. Think about the screen, the size, and whether you can, for example, use it in the bathtub or not. Most e-readers have a screen of around 6 inches. That's about as large as a small paperback book. Nice and compact, so easily fits in your bag. But do you read a lot or do you prefer larger text? Then it's better to go for a 7 or 8 inch screen. Those are a bit easier on the eyes and you won't have to turn the page as often. There are also larger models like 10-inch ones, but those are mainly meant for people who like to read PDFs or technical books. If you're just reading a novel on vacation, a 6 or 7-inch screen is usually perfect. Want to read in the bathtub or while lounging on an air mattress in the pool? Then it's smart to check if your e-reader is waterproof. Some models can handle a splash just fine, but others definitely can't. If your e-reader is labeled as IPX8, it can even take a quick dip underwater. It's super useful if you accidentally drop it briefly. Not every e-reader has screen lighting, but if you like to read in bed at night or in the dark, it's definitely a really useful function. You won't need a bedside lamp because the screen lights up all by itself. With some models, you can even adjust the color of the light so your eyes stay more relaxed when you're reading in bed at night, for example. Some e-readers are compatible with a stylus, which is super useful if you want to do more than just read. With a stylus like that, it's easy to take notes right in your book. You can highlight important sentences or quickly sketch something, for instance. You can also use the pen to navigate the menu or flip through pages, which makes things just a bit easier. E-readers don't have a regular screen like a phone or tablet. Instead, they use e-ink. It's much gentler on the eyes, and it almost feels like you're reading a real paper book. You're less likely to get tired eyes, even if you're reading for hours on end. But the downside is that e-ink is black and white. So pictures and comics can look a bit dull, but for regular books, it's perfect. Most e-readers have between 8 and 32 gigabytes of storage. That might seem a bit low compared to your phone, for example, but you can easily fit thousands of books on an e-reader. Unless you're uploading tons of comic books or PDF files, 8 gigabytes is usually more than enough. Some e-readers only have a touchscreen, while others also have buttons on the side for flipping pages. It just depends on what you prefer. For example, if you often read with one hand, buttons can sometimes be more convenient. But with the touchscreen, you can simply tap or swipe to go to the next page. Here is something people often only realize afterwards. How do you buy or borrow books? With Kobo and Kindle, for example, you can choose from books in an online library, and with both you can download EPUB files. But with Kobo you can get a subscription like Kobo Plus, while that's not possible for Kindle in the Netherlands. So make sure to check in advance what system your e-reader uses. There are lots of options, but once you know what to look out for, making a choice becomes a whole lot easier. Whether you're reading in the bathtub, on vacation, or just relaxing on the couch, the right e-reader just makes it that much more enjoyable. I hope this video helped you figure out which e-reader suits you best. See you later!